A wise man once said that you can bomb the world to pieces, but you can't bomb it into peace. Um, on the 36th day of Groundhog Day, Trump spent the weekend threatening Iran and blowing them to hell and telling us that the Iranian people love the bombs. They love the bombs. They get really upset when we stop bombing because they want their schools bombed. They want their gyms bombed. They want their orphanages bombed. Their bridges, their power plants, their water desalination plants. They want that because that's somehow going to make them free. And then, as Groundhog Day came again this Monday, right before the markets open, Trump had one of his state regime media people from, I think it's Axios, say that the U.S. and Iran are close to reaching a deal. To which Iran immediately said, no, we're not. We don't want a deal. We don't want a deal. And they put forth these crazy proposals that the United States is never going to agree to. The United States put forth a bunch of crazy proposals that they're never going to agree to. And all to manipulate the markets. It's Groundhog Day again. And the thing that I don't understand, the thing that I say every time I talk about this, why? Why is the stock market the only people on earth that believe Donald Trump? Why? Why? You've been fooled me once, shame on me. Fooled me twice, shame on you. Fooled me thrice, shame on us all, man. And then 30 some odd times. This happens every weekend. And then Monday, the same thing happens. And then the markets respond. It's like, why? Why? The man is a pathological liar. Why does the market respond to his lies, especially when they're the same lies, to the same people getting the same results? And then they should know this bullshit by now. Why? Why do we listen to this fool? There are growing calls for the 25th Amendment, and they just cannot grow fast enough and far enough. And hey, J.D. Vance, you have no hope of becoming president. Your only hope is to unattach yourself from this wagon that's going over the cliff and do the 25th Amendment. That might actually get you some points. That might actually get you as a contender to be president, but not as long as you stick behind this guy. It's not going to happen. Your hopes for a political future are over. And they should be. This is a man that called Trump America's Hitler and then kissed ass. And he was right about everything. Everything he said about Trump was right. And he is, in fact, America's Hitler. One may argue that Hitler was smarter. I don't want to say anything good about Hitler. Smarter than Trump, though. Smarter than Trump. Made a lot more progress than Trump. As discussed in the weekly news roundup, Marta broke down the Mosaic system of defense that Iran is implementing, and it's something that we have never done well against. And if they have studied us like they say they have, they are sitting in bunkers and tunnels waiting for the bombs to stop dropping, waiting for the boots to be on the ground, and then they will emerge from underground, just like the North Vietnamese did. Sun Tzu said, know your enemy as yourself. Iran has been studying us for decades, studying our style of warfare, preparing for this war with us. We at the present time know nothing about Iran because they fired all the people that knew anything about Iran. And now they're firing the generals that have the knowledge of the battlefield. And talking about pulling out of NATO. Trump is Putin's bitch. Michael Carell from the WTH News Network. You can help us out, help us get our message out by liking, subscribing, commenting. The more you like, the more people see it. the more the message gets out. And we need 1,000 more independent news networks, or we need to grow ours to where we can have 1,000 reporters, because the corporate media is controlled. The state-run media is slowly becoming all state-run media. All of the corporate media will be controlled within a year or two. It's right there going. And we need to keep the pro-democracy message out there. So support all of the independent media you can, liking, subscribing, sharing, or financially supporting on Substack or YouTube or TikTok or wherever you can. We're here, we're there, we're everywhere, and we ain't going nowhere. See you next time.